Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
When you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. Oh, I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me whenever you're in need. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever you road leads, we'll be right there with you. Wherever you road leads, we'll make your dreams come true. Next side, next side, next side, right next to you.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
We're on the air. This is Network News for Tuesday, September 26, 2023. In the headlines, regional heads of government assembled in Grenada for the second climate change meeting on Wednesday. Mystery oil and gas statement at the opening of the second session of 11 Parliament fuels challenge. Staff at St. Andrew's Anglican Primary School threaten to protest following repeated acts of vandalism. Also in the news, regionally, CXC calls for educational reform. Internationally, Canada's House Speaker apologizes. Thus, in the sports news, National Schools Football Tournament gets on the way. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kenroy, Baptiste. We'll bring you the details right after this.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Thanks for joining us. Grenada is set to host the second Caribbean Heads of Government meeting on climate change. This event will bring together leaders from across the Caribbean to discuss pressing environmental issues and devise strategies to combat climate change. More in this report.
The second Heads of Government meeting among Caribbean leaders on climate change is being held with the aim of formulating a regional position on climate change mitigation ahead of the 2023 United Nations Climate Change Conference, COP28, which will take place in Dubai from November 30th until December 12th, 2023. Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell explained that as the effects of climate change become increasingly evident, it is crucial for Caribbean and by extension world leaders to come together and address this pressing issue.
One of the key reasons for having a pre-COP meeting by heads of government in the region is for us to really sort of ham out, what are the key talking points, what are the key initiatives that are important to us, so that when we get to Dubai, we, as much as possible, are all speaking from the same page. So there are a couple of key things that are important to us. I would start first with the question of loss and damage, because it is quite clear that climate change causes unimaginable loss and damage to almost every Caribbean island. We can start from Grenada in the south to the Bahamas in the north. When we have these massive hurricanes, we are left with having to pick up the pieces. We all know that as a result of the warming temperatures, it's having significant impacts on all of us.
The meeting will provide a platform for in-depth discussion, knowledge sharing and collaboration on policies, initiatives and solutions aimed at mitigating the impact of climate change. Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, Terence Drew, said it serves as a means of a united front going into COP28.
I think from the last meeting, loss and damage was included. That was significant. There were many pledges made. We have not seen all of those pledges being fulfilled. And so we are moving back to COP28 to say, look, we need significant action on this. So there had been some movement last COP, and I think this COP, we are more dedicated really to make sure that whatever the pledges are, the commitments are, that they are fulfilled. So in that way, I think we'll be driving home the point much stronger.
During COP28, regional leaders intend to reiterate a call for increased commitments and actions from participating nations to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and implement sustainable practices.
And that's one of the major concerns, that there are commitments that are pledges that are made, but no actual action is taken to make sure that the world can achieve the things that we've set out to do. Now, many of the polluters have, at least in principle, agreed to or have made pledges towards addressing climate financing by ensuring that there is finance available for mitigation and adaptation. But in reality, these things oftentimes just remain pledges. So there's no actual funding, and we'll say there's no actual operationalizing of the funding.
The meeting will be held from the 28th to the 29th September 2023 at Radisson Beach Resort. The first meeting was held in the Bahamas. Christina John, GBN News.
Well, there's no proof of oil and gas in Grenada. The revelation came during the throne speech delivered by Governor General Dame Cécile Lagrenade at the opening of the second session of the 11th Parliament. Beverly Telesford reports.
The existence of oil and gas has been a hotly debated topic since the initial announcement was made just prior to general elections in 2018. 5 years later, Grenadians are being told that there is no substantial evidence of oil and gas reserves being found in the country. This was one of the statements made by the Governor General as she delivered the throne speech on Tuesday.
As of today, we are yet to solve the mystery of Grenada's offshore oil and gas reserves. Very little records can be found anywhere within the government, and our technocrats within the ministries and departments have very little information on this matter.
The announcement by the Governor General contradicts earlier statements by the former administration led by the New National Party in 2018, which suggested the presence of significant oil and gas deposits in Grenada.
Sisters and brothers, one well. We have several more wells which are even more exciting than the one they just found. In other words, Grenada can be a massive supplier of oil and gas.
During her throne speech on Tuesday, the Governor General said no documents to support the existence of oil and gas deposits in Grenada were transferred to the new NDC government.
Upon assuming office, my government was not provided with any transition report or any files on Grenada's legal or contractual obligations or Grenada's progress in relation to its oil and gas reserves.
Following the throne speech, opposition leader Dr. Keith Mitchell accused the government of being dishonest.
This government is being characterized by telling lies, which are obviously blatant, and you know many of them we have spoken about. The lie about oil and gas, that they have no documentation, is a blatant lie. And you know, it's just similar to the Polish ambassador money, the no contract and the hiring of persons, the hiring of people full-time, and contract was illegal, and just on and on. The government is being characterized by lies and no concern for people.
Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell responded to the opposition leader's comment about dishonesty with a challenge.
I'll challenge the opposition leader. If he says he knows where the file is, ask him if his colleague ministers know where the files are. Right? If they know where the files are, then either them or him can publicly indicate where the files are, where they've been stored, and how the files can be accessed, and indicate that to the public servants so that they can tell us. So when I say to you, we had written transition reports from every ministry. Oil and gas was not mentioned in a single report. So I think the leader of his opposition has been around on this planet a lot longer than mine. I would put it down to perhaps a feeling memory, but I'm making it clear. We've had written transition reports from each permanent secretary who headed each ministry, and oil and gas was not mentioned in a single.
They have enough documentation. How do you mean? There's years of that. Don't forget the government that came into office, NDC, before this one, and would have followed up on a number of activities. So it's a very strange, I'm saying it's a blatant lie.
In light of the recent findings, the NDC government plans to redirect its focus and resources towards other sectors that show potential for growth, such as tourism, agriculture, and renewable energy. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
As government seeks to find answers to the status of oil and gas, Governor General Dame Cecile Lagrenade announced the establishment of an investigative committee chaired by former Finance Minister Nassim Burke.
This situation is untenable and completely unacceptable, and my government is committed to doing all within its power to unearth the mystery of Grenada's oil and gas status. To this end, my government has established a technical working group chaired by a past Minister for Finance, Mr. Nassim Burke, and comprised of distinguished Grenadians, including Mr. Rodney George, Mr. Richard Duncan, Mr. Raymond Nurse, and the Office of the Attorney General, represented by the Solicitor General, to investigate and to do what it takes to demystify our oil and gas situation.
Meanwhile, members of various sections of society who were present at the opening of the second session of the 11th Parliament, including union representatives, opposition senators, and former Prime Minister Tillman Thomas, shared their reviews on the Governor General's throne speech.
I mean, the taste of the pudding is eaten, and it's a throne speech. They have highlighted a number of areas that they would like to see addressed. But I'm very much interested in seeing the permanency of our workers, especially in the public service, and putting an end to what we call fixed-term contract for work that has been ongoing for a number of years. I look forward to that. I have not heard the exact commitment. As I said, it is just an overarching position advance, and I look forward to the rollout. And it will fall short unless the workers are made permanent.
The throne speech, from what I gathered, it gave an assessment of what went on before and plans, promises, whatever. Some of them may be very relevant. Some of them, the jury is still out in my mind about whether it's achievable and whether it's relevant. I would have liked to hear more on the programs to uplift the indigent, the needy persons. I don't know if I missed it. I didn't hear much on that at all.
I find it's a quite inspiring speech. I like some of the issues that was highlighted, in particular the bringing before Parliament that Freedom of Information Act. I was very pleased with that. Demystifying the oil and gas. I think we need to look into that. And protecting the patrimony of Grenada. As you know, since in the first NDC administration, we've been dealing with this land on the Grandlands Beach. We went to court and everything. So I'm very pleased. The educational front, in terms of security, I like what I've heard on security and moving away from the police and putting it back into civilian hands. All the things. There are a lot in this address, that we all should be happy about.
Well, the first thing I want to say, I want to congratulate the government and, of course, the Governor General and the presentation of the throne speech is an important thing as a country. And we have to look at it from a broad aspect because it sets the tone, it gives us expectations as to how we can think and plan. Of course, we have to wait on the budget, which is going to give us some more details. At the same time, as you look through the throne speech, I must first say that it's very there are a lot of areas. I think about 13 or 14 areas of focus. I think it can be kind of lengthy. There are some things I have heard that are repeats from last year. There are issues, for example, bioprospecting. There is some things on the oil. There is some issues on the fishing.
This is Network News, still to come from us. Monk's resident pleads guilty to 10 counts of fraud. A report ahead.
Grenada, get ready. A new season of the Grenleg debates is coming. Informative, impromptu, bright young minds sparking powerful ideas. The Grenleg debates, September 2023. Tune in.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Attention football fanatics, it's the moment we've all been waiting for. Grenada versus Jamaica. One epic battle in the heart of the CONCACAF Nations League. Come witness this pulse-pounding matchup on Thursday, October 12th at the iconic Kirani James Athletic Stadium. From 7 p.m. sharp, secure your spot now. Main pavilion for $50. Secondary stand at a cool $30. And the vibrant bleachers for only $20. Tickets are flying fast. Secure yours now from St. Andrew's Pharmacy, Chucky's Bar, Grenadian Optical, Heather's Boutique, Kelly's Hotspot in Guam, Shi's Bar in Victoria, Calico Shopping Center in Sates, Giddens Healthcare Pharmacy in Grenville, GFAtickets.com, and GoToFet.com. Why be late and miss the hype? Arrive early and feel the electric atmosphere build up. Grenada's pride is on the line as we battle to remain in the top league. Be there, be bold, and let's make history together. See you there. It's Grenada versus Jamaica, Thursday, October 12th from 7 p.m.
Introducing the NIS Dream Loan, where possibilities are boundless and your aspirations are our priority. No matter where life takes you, NIS Dream Loans are here to make your dreams a reality. From purchasing your first plot of land or dream property to renovating spaces, building your home, and seamlessly switching mortgages, we cater to every step of your journey. And here's what sets us apart. We offer easy financing options with competitive interest rates, quick approval processes, and flexible repayment terms. So why wait? Apply now and let our dedicated NIS team guide you through this exciting journey. Visit nisgrenada.org/dream loan or call 440-3309 to book an appointment. Terms and conditions apply. Your dream awaits.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
Your new Grenlec bill is even easier to read and still has all the valuable information you need to track and manage your usage.
Hey Mom, okay, your friendly tech support is here. So you got the new Grenlec bill? Let's take a look. The new bill makes it even easier to see your bill total, the due date, and much more. And take a closer look. It actually is a lot easier to understand. Let me show you. You can still see exactly what the charges are for, but in a great new format, it even shows how the cost of generating and delivering the electricity to you is calculated using your actual usage. And Mom, let Lucy know she can check out Grenlec's new Understanding Your Bill video. Anyway, look who says hi, and see you soon.
Your new Grenlec bill, easier to understand and easier to track your usage.
Request, repay, repeat with Ariza's FlexiCredit Evergreen Loan Facility. Qualify for a FlexiCredit with limits up to $25,000 or use your home equity to qualify for more. Extra cash at your fingertips whenever you need it, accessed using your debit card, and managed using AMI, Ariza's mobile internet experience app. FlexiCredit allows you the flexibility to top up to your approved limit any day, anytime. Already a member? Send us a WhatsApp on 423-4987. New members join today to apply. Request, repay, repeat. Use your FlexiCredit for vacations, shopping, wedding, general expenses, and more. Ariza loan terms and conditions apply. Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
The National Lotteries Authority is a proud sponsor of many cultural activities within the Tri-Island state of Grenada.
My name is Anderson Matheson, also known as Baptiste, and I'm a calypsonian and string band music player from Carrico. I support the games of the National Lottery Authority because culture benefits tremendously. Annually, the NLA supports the Carrico Petite Carnival, the Carrico String Band Music Festival, and all regattas, among other activities. When I play the game of the NLA, I can see where my money goes, and it's an investment into our culture.
Yes, Grenada, when you play the games of the NLA, you enable us to invest in the skills and talents of our people in the areas of sports, culture, and nation building.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
This is Network News. We're back. The principal and teachers of St. Andrew's Anglican Primary School are threatening to protest following repeated acts of vandalism and other concerns experienced at the institution. Christina John tells us about their frustration.
Grenada Union of Teachers President Jude Bartholomew is calling on the Ministry of Education to quickly intervene and address acts of vandalism and the many other challenges faced by staff at the St. Andrew's Anglican Primary School. It's approximately 3 weeks since school reopened, and according to Bartholomew, he was approached by the principal of the St. Andrew's Anglican Primary School, who complained of being disheartened after multiple break-ins at the school, the resulting losses, and the extreme conditions they have to endure. As recent as yesterday, the school's premises were broken into again.
In addition to the heat, although the teachers and students have to bear that burden and that pain, the real heat that they are facing there, we have some people, we're not too sure which direction they're coming from, if that is in the school community area, who are really and truly break opening the school, vandalizing the school from time to time. But I got a call this morning from the principal, almost in tears, and from the teachers. They are already broken and crushed and disheartened to know that last night somebody again vandalized the school and just mashing up and creating havoc. And you cannot have a proper learning environment for the students.
The St. Andrews Anglican Primary School was relocated to Progress Park 1 year ago from its previous temporary location on Victoria Street in the town of Grenville.
On the Minister for National Security, the Honorable Deacon Mitchell, the Minister for Education, this is a very, very urgent matter. This morning the principal said that they lost about 3 laptops, the laptops that the Ministry of Education would have purchased for the children and for the teachers, tablets and laptops. Persons are going into the school now and taking them away.
The GOT president said if the Ministry of Education does not address the matter urgently, they are prepared to take action.
As a result of that, the principal did call me this morning, and she said that the teachers and members of staff and probably the PTA and other persons will join in some sort of protest, and they would not engage in classroom activity today. That matter is not been addressed and addressed quickly. Then the GOT will have to step up momentum, because we've been calling for the Ministry of Education and the government of Grenada, not knowing, since even before the previous administration.
GBN contacted the Ministry of Education for a response.
Let me assure you that the ministry, I've met with the staff, I've met with the principal as recently as last week, and there are some urgent actions that we are taking to bring additional security, ranging from placing cameras and night lights there, to collaborating with the Ministry of National Security to get a night watchman there, to doing some infrastructure work on the inside to secure the administrative block of the building, which has been the center of the vandalism. But even beyond that, my real comment is how disappointed I am with the people of the community.
Christina John, GBN News.
A Montparnasse St. George man has pleaded guilty to 10 counts of fraud in a matter dating back to September 2016. He was arraigned on the indictable charges at the St. George's No. 1 High Court before Madam Justice Paula Guilford on Monday. More in this report.
O'Neill Ryan Mighty was originally slapped with 10 counts of fraud and an 11th charge for the offense of money laundering. The matter involves the issuance of over $80,000 worth of bounced checks to a commercial bank in St. George's in September 2016. The matter was prosecuted by Crown Counsel in the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution, Howard Pinnock, who accepted the guilty plea for the charges and did not offer evidence on the money laundering charge. Mighty has been remanded to the Richmond Hill prison until his sentencing, which is carded for October 26th. He is being represented in the matter by attorney Jerry Edwin. For GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
Other news, government is promising to prioritize the health and safety of police officers. Christina John reports.
Government has appointed human resource personnel for the Royal Grenada Police Force. That announcement came during the delivery of the sworn speech on Tuesday by Governor General Her Excellency Dame Cecile Lagrenard.
Having recognized the importance of effective human resource management and succession planning, my government has appointed a human resource manager and a planner for the RGPF. This historic and strategic decision is aimed at optimizing the efficient utilization of our human resource capital. These professionals will play a crucial role in ensuring that our officers are well supported and the RGPF can continue to evolve and excel in its mission.
According to the Governor General, government is taking the health and well-being of police officers seriously.
Establish access to counseling services to effectively address post-traumatic stress disorder and other comprehensive psychosocial support to our dedicated law enforcement personnel. This initiative aims to prioritize the mental health and resilience of our officers, ensuring that they receive the care they deserve while continuing their vital work in protecting our communities.
In recent weeks, gun violence has pervaded our streets and in some instances has claimed lives. The head of state said government is taking steps towards amending legislation in this regard by the end of this year. The Governor General highlighted other strategies government intends to undertake that will serve as a deterrent to crime and promote the safety of its citizenry.
The government will introduce CCTV cameras across public spaces and other vulnerable spots across Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique, and the required legislation to ensure that the footage from the CCTV cameras can be used as evidence in court proceedings to successfully prosecute criminals. My government will also move swiftly before the end of the year to amend the Firearms Act to provide much stiffer penalties for persons convicted of possession, trading, or use of illegal firearms.
The ceremonial opening of the second session of the 11th Parliament was held under the theme Reflecting on Our Past, Solidifying Our Future. Chrislina John, GBN News.
This evening's GBN I Saw submission surrounds the picturesque carnage. Stay with us.
A good eye captures all. GBN I Saw is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. Clear Vision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Clear Vision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
Tonight's Citizen Journalist is asking the question, what does the carnage mean to you? Among the potential answers he offered included 1. A bustling tourism hotspot with an array of businesses with the anticipated sights and sounds. 2. A historic deep-water harbor steeped in heritage and history. 3. A picturesque harbor with colonial architecture and tropical charm. And 4. A boatyard housing trade vessels, yachts, fishing boats large and small, barges, and all the charms that adorn such a location. The constant smell of oil, fuel, paint, cleaners, cigarettes, engine smoke, freshness of cleaned fish, rotting fish, etc. Our ISA reporter said on Monday he counted 62 fishing vessels on the carnage, which he deems unsightly and detrimental to the marine life. He is calling on the relevant authorities to start the process to limit or move these fishing vessels from the carnage. He said, quote, "We are still in a position where the beauty of the carnage can be restored within reason and without the need for millions in expenses." We thank our citizen journalists for that impactful submission. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
When we return, Miss Curvy Grenada Pageant 2023 carded for this Saturday.
On Sunday, October 1st from 5 p.m., everyone's going to be heading to the National Stadium for the massive Mega Force promotion, October Mega Cash Bingo.
How much much cash we really talking about?
We're talking $100,000. $100,000 in cash to be won. Get your tickets now. $60 for one or $100 for two.
This is gonna be another epic bingo event.
Organize your posse now because no one should miss Mega Falls October Mega Cash Bingo.
Let's get back to school with Dutch Lady. Spend $10 or more on Dutch Lady products, scan the QR code, enter your name, address, telephone number, receipt number, and place of purchase at any of our outlets or online to enter for a chance to win. Shopping voucher valued at $1,000 for school supply. Free internet for 3 months. Free private tutoring for 3 months. Promotion valid from September to October 2023. Terms and conditions apply. Visit participating outlets and get ready to win big with Dutch Lady. Dutch Lady, building stronger family.
Served Grenada for decades, we are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wiring accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grand Anne, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
With God, comfort can replace pain. Peace can replace turmoil. Hope can replace sorrow. God loves you. God hears you. God speaks to you in your thoughts, in your heart, and through living prophets. Come, hear the words God has for you. Watch us on the Grenada Broadcasting Network on Sunday, October 1st at 11:30 a.m. and 4 p.m.
The Court Store Home Event is happening now. Get up to 30% off select furniture, appliances, and electronics. Save on bedroom, dining room, living room sets, 55-inch smart TVs, and more. Get what you want today with no cash and pay later with Court-ready finance. Plus, stay protected for up to 4 years with Super Shield extended warranty. Don't miss the Court's Home Event, bringing value home. Promotion runs 25th August to 23rd September 2023. Conditions apply.
Hi, good day. My name is Kyle Sylvester. I am the manager and founder of Case Farming Enterprise. We're an agro-processing business that are involved in the processing of agricultural goods, where we do bottle seasoning packs, lettuce, kale, and broccoli. Sometimes we as human beings get sick or injured on the job. NS provides a safety net for us. I am here to encourage other entrepreneurs and self-employed persons to sign up under the NIS Self-Employment Program.
For a limited time, the NLA has dropped all of the 2X balls from the multi-X draw. This means that you, our valuable players, have greater chances of multiplying your winnings up to 5 times more in our 2X drop promotion. Yay! And that's not all. As an additional bonus, there will be fewer free play or FP balls to draw from too. Now you have more reasons to add multi-X to your playway bets. So value your dreams, win your way, and multiply your winnings up to 5 times more in the NLA's 2X Dropped promotion. Promo runs until Friday, 20th October 2023. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium.
Hello again from Television Center. 6 ladies will compete for the 2023 Miss Curvy Grenada pageant title on Saturday. My colleague Rena Ped Thomas has been having conversations with the contestants.
Alana Mason, Latoya Monroe, Samantha Harris, Shadeen Thomas, Nicole Nicholas, and Tracy John will be vying for Miss Curvy Grenada 2023 title when the show is held on Saturday. Anika Greenage, logistic coordinator for Miss Curvy Grenada, said the Queen Show is geared towards showcasing plus-size women in a different light as they display their talent, beauty, and confidence on stage. The show will be held at the Grenada Trade Center starting at 7 p.m.
There would be 5 categories that the contestants would be participating in. The winner would be representing Grenada in Antigua in October, and as soon as the winner come back, we would be planning for Miss Curvy Grenada 2024.
Monetary prizes will be awarded to first, second, and third place winners, and the first place winner will represent Grenada at an upcoming Queen Show in Antigua and Barbuda in October. Greenwich explained that one of their greatest challenges is finding sponsors for the event. She is appealing to Cooperate Grenada to step forward and become sponsors.
Most sponsors would have given what they can for Carnival, and also it's the financial year for most companies. So we are still looking for sponsors.
The contestants spoke to GBN about their preparation for the show and some of the challenges they faced.
There has definitely been some challenges with my public speaking, but I am overcoming that day by day.
I had a little challenge in my walking, but I'm getting there with my walk. Some of my challenges has been an entrepreneur and a mom from my busy schedule.
The challenge is finding shoes because I'm a curvy woman, big with big feet.
The only challenge I have is public speaking, being in front of people, but I'm getting there.
The only challenge that I had faced was finding some sponsors, but this has been overcome.
Miss Curvy Grenada is directed by Miss Andrea Bain with the support of her 4-member team. They plan to make the show an annual one. For GBN News, I'm Rena Ped Thomas reporting.
We wish them the very best on Saturday. The residents of Monk William St. Patrick now have a completed bridge that is essential for them to cross a river in their community, especially during the rainy season. Another report from Rena Ped Thomas.
The completion of construction of the Mount Williams pedestrian bridge represents an election promise made and kept by Parliamentary Representative Joseph Andel. In his remarks at the opening ceremony of the bridge, Andel recalled his visit to the area last year and being made aware of the need for the bridge.
In spite of my pledge to myself not to make promises of material things, I was immediately struck by the hazardous conditions that the people of this village or this hamlet had to face just to leave home and to get back home. Sometimes they leave home, all is well and good, and then 2 hours later they get a phone call, you have to wait somewhere until the river subsides.
Andel, who is also the Foreign Affairs Minister, spoke of other plans he have for the area and the residents.
Now my dream eventually is for a motorable bridge across the river. However, we must know that Rome was not built in a day, and sometimes we have to start with the smaller, more immediate, more easily achievable things, and then move on to the bigger ones when time and resources permit. The next step to bring some life into this area will be finding ways to rehabilitate that ruined sugar mill and to find the necessary funding to restore it and to create a tourism attraction site that can generate employment and income for the people of this and surrounding communities.
The project was funded and built by the People's Republic of China. Chinese Ambassador Wei Hongcheng, in his remarks, stated that his government is always ready to assist Grenada and its people.
So doing something is better than talking. So that's what your leader, your representative, Honorable Joseph Ando is doing. So the deed he has done and what he's going to do, I think is also commendable, also welcome by all of us.
For GBN News, I am Rena P. Thomas reporting.
This is the news. Stay with us.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Grenville, and Central Deputy Street, Wall. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
NLA is giving you more chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding Multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding Multi-X. Place your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the Multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more, or free plays. With Multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular Playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more with Multi-X added to Playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
There was ever a time to keep and stay healthy, it's now. We at Hills and Valley are here to help you take deliberate steps to maintain your health. We stayed true to maintaining the most comprehensive rates while stocking the widest range of medicines and health devices, including personal protective equipment. There are so many benefits shopping with us. You get great savings through discounts for senior citizens and reward cards for loyal customers. Ask about owning yours today. Visit us at Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George, Jubilee Street opposite the Grenville Bus Terminal, and at Hillsborough, Carriacou. Our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street also stocks the widest range of pharmaceuticals. We are with you on the hills and in the valleys. We are Hills and Valley Pharmacy.
Keeping an eye on the weather. This is GBN. We've got you covered.
Weather for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique valid for tonight and the following 3 days. Weather tonight, mostly fair with a low chance of light showers. Sporting fans, good evening. The National Schools Football Tournament will kick off on Thursday, September 28 at the Roy St. John playing field. Here's what we can tell you. The Ministry of Education, Youth, Sports and Culture has partnered with Carib Brewery Grenada Limited, Star Malls, to ensure a successful tournament. The coordinator of sports is Colin Peters.
Being powered this year by Star Malt, I know the competition will be more exciting. I know that we will look forward to good and sportsmanship among the players. We are expecting with all the competition that we've seen so far, we see an improvement in our game of football, in the game of football in Grenada.
Ronique Marshall, marketing manager, Carib Brewery Grenada Limited, says the partnership with the Ministry of Sports is in keeping with the development of the sport.
This is the beginning of truly a great partnership. As a company, Carib Brewery Grenada Limited has always been interested in being part of school football. And the opportunity arose, and we thought, we're not going to let this pass, because it's not just about our malt, it's not just about our company, but it's about the development of our youths. We normally hear people speak about academics, but I don't think they realize how important having a sport or being part of a sport while growing up in school, allows you to develop yourself rounded and make sure that you're developed.
Grifton Noel, technical director at the Grenada Football Association, says the school's football tournament plays a pivotal role in football development in Grenada.
I believe that the secondary games is a very, very big part of football in Grenada. The schools, every child goes to school. So that means that if every child goes to school and we've got primary school games and secondary school games, that means every kid gets a chance to play football. So I believe that the initiative that we have right now with the sponsorships that we have, I believe it's the start of something really, really big. And I just hope that during my time I can be here to support the ministry, and hopefully the ministry could be here to support us, and we can get that good relationship going and make it really, really strong.
All right, so this year's tournament will be hosted under the Star Malt brand and is being coordinated by Jake Rennie, senior football coach in the Ministry of Sports. Well, Grenada's world bronze medalist Lyndon Victor finished third in the men's decathlon at the Decaster in Talents 2023, a World Athletics Combined Events Tour Gold in Talents, France. Victor, who started the second and final day in fourth, scored 7,980 points for his third-place finish. Mackenzie Gletty of France won the event with 8,443 points, and Manuel Eitel of Germany finished second with 8,193 points. Grenada will be represented at the Nausicaa Beach Volleyball Continental Tour by two teams who left the country on Monday. The female team will be represented by Thania Mitchell and Kishanis Mitchell, while the male team will be represented by Darren Oxford and Isaac Nelson. The competition will be held in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, from September 28 to October 2. Both teams will be playing against other countries within the Nausicaa zone. That's the sports news for now. The Barbados-based Caribbean Examinations Council is calling for Barbados and other Caribbean countries to be aware of the need to reposition and reform the current education system. Registrar and Chief Executive Officer Dr. Wayne Wesley said this has become evident as countries emerge from the COVID-19 pandemic.
That will see us creating the balance for security and efficiency with validity and reliability. This is important as we preserve the integrity of the assessment systems we are using to certify competence. I look forward to the intellectual discourse that will ensue over the next 5 days.
Dr. Wesley was speaking at the opening of the 48th Annual International Association for Educational Assessment Conference in Jamaica. He said while digital innovation has played a significant role during the pandemic, it's important that countries navigate the new paradigm. All right, let's move on to this story now. And in fact, we can report that Guyana's Ministry of Education has introduced a new mobile app called EdPal as part of its efforts to expand access to the school curriculum through technology. This initiative aims to ensure equity and equality in education for all students. We get more in this Renata Burnett report.
On Monday, the Ministry of Education took another significant step when they launched their EdPal mobile app, powered by EduFM Radio, through the use of technology. The new app seeks to provide access to curriculum-aligned content as well as premium higher-value edutainment that promises to be safe and child-friendly. The app also promises to create a shared learning experience among families, providing an opportunity to make what was essentially old new again. Minister of Education Priya Manik-Chan, in her address at the launch, referenced the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on the education system in 2020.
The world was warned about two things: learning loss, severe learning loss, and premature school leaving, what we call dropouts.
Against this backdrop, the subject minister said it was imperative to find ways to disseminate the necessary worksheets to children across Ghana. One of the ways in which the ministry achieved distant education was accomplished by acquiring a radio station dedicated to teaching and learning.
One of the most important things coming out of the radio is how we are able to reach different categories of persons and different students.
Meanwhile, creator of the EdPal app and director of EduFM, Philip Williams, explained some of the features that will be present on the app.
The user interface is quite friendly. We have at the back end, we have apps running with some of the latest scripts and some of the latest codes. But on the front end, the student, the user, enjoys a smooth operation with a nice black background with vivid colors.
Williams said the app, which contains artificial intelligence based on the user's interaction, will recommend lessons and make suggestions, among other things.
Further afield, the Speaker of Canada's House of Commons, Anthony Rota, has apologized to the Jewish communities around the world for leading a tribute to a Nazi-linked veteran during the Ukrainian president's state visit. The rest of the details in this report.
And I'm deeply sorry that I've offended many with my gesture and remarks.
That's the Speaker of Canada's House of Commons apologizing for praising an individual at a parliamentary meeting who served in a Nazi unit during World War II. On Friday, during a visit by Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, Speaker Anthony Rota recognized 98-year-old Yaroslav Hunka as a, quote, Ukrainian hero. Hunka served in World War II as a member of the 14th Waffen Grenadier Division of the SS. That's according to the Friends of Simon Wiesenthal Center, a Jewish human rights group that demanded an apology on Sunday.
From the Second World.
Rota acknowledged Hunka after a speech by Zelensky, praising the World War II veteran for fighting for Ukrainian independence against the Russians.
Even at his age of 98.
Hunka received 2 standing ovations from lawmakers. In his apology, Rota said he alone was responsible.
No one, including you, my fellow parliamentarians, or the Ukraine delegation, was privy to my remarks prior to their delivery.
In Parliament, reaction came quickly from the government.
I think it's been deeply embarrassing for Canada, and I think it was deeply embarrassing for the President of the Ukraine, who came here in friendship.
And members of the opposition.
It was profoundly hurtful for so many Canadians and to people around the world. And he has to step down as a consequence of that.
Hunka could not be reached for comment.
We'll remind you of the headlines right after this. This is GBN, a reminder of the headlines. Regional heads of government assemble in Grenada for the second climate change meeting on Wednesday. Mystery oil and gas statement at the opening of the second session of 11th Parliament fuels challenge. Staff at St. Andrew's Anglican Primary School threatened to protest following repeated acts of vandalism. Also in the news, regionally, CXC calls for educational reform. Internationally, Canada's House Speaker apologizes. Plus, in the sports news, National Schools Football Tournament gets on the way. I'm Kenroy, Baptiste. That's all from us in the GBN newsroom at this time. Thank you for choosing the broadcast. Take care.